Hello and welcome to The Print. I'm Khadija Khan and today I'm going to tell you about a landmark decision given by the Andhra Pradesh High Court which expands the ambit of transgender rights in the country. In a first of its kind order, the Andhra Pradesh High Court has ruled that a transgender who is in a heterosexual marriage will be entitled to protection under Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, a provision which describes and punishes cruelty meted out to a married woman by her husband or his relatives. In its 28-page ruling, a bench of Justice Venkata Jyotirmai Pratapa also rejected the trans woman's husband's argument that since she is incapable of biological reproduction, she cannot be seen as a woman. The court also added that such a narrow view of womanhood undermines the very spirit of the Constitution, which upholds the dignity, identity, and equality of all individuals irrespective of their gender identity. So let's take a look at what the case was all about. Born biologically male, 24-year-old Pokala Sabhana later transitioned to her female identity. While she was residing in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, she became acquainted with a man who she later went on to marry in January 2019. The man agreed to the marriage despite knowing that Sabhana was a transgender, and the marriage took place according to Hindu rites and customs in Hyderabad. At the time of the marriage, Sabhana's parents not only gave her 250 sovereigns of gold, but also silver worth 500 grams and 2 lakh rupees worth of household items. Nearly 2 months after the marriage, however, the husband went to his parents' house and never returned. When Shabana tried reaching out to him, her attempts failed, as either his phone was switched off or his parents would claim that he was out of town. In April 2019, however, her husband sent her a threatening message along with a death threat, which led her to file a complaint against him under Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, read with Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code and Section 4 of the Dowry Prohibition Act. Now, these provisions deal with cruelty against a married woman, a criminal act done by multiple people with a common intention, and punishment for demanding dowry, respectively. After the police completed their investigation and filed a charge sheet, the husband and his family approached the Andhra Pradesh High Court to quash the criminal case against them. Now, what did the court rule? A trans man is a person who was assigned the female sex at birth, but identifies and lives as a man. Conversely, a trans woman is a person who was assigned the male sex at birth but identifies and lives as a woman, the court noted. Saying that a person's gender may not necessarily align with the sex assigned to them at birth, the court noted transgender individuals may choose to undergo hormonal therapy or laser therapy or even sex reassignment surgery in order to align their physical characteristics with their gender identity. Recalling the Supreme Court's 2014 ruling in National Legal Services Authority or NALSA versus Union of India, where the transgender community sought a legal declaration of their gender identity besides the one which is assigned to them at birth, the court noted that the Supreme Court has already ruled that Articles 14, 15, 16, 19 and 21, which protect the rights to equality, non-discrimination, equal opportunity in matters of public employment, and the right to freedom of speech and expression and the right to life, cannot be restricted to the biological sex of male or female. Such protection can be given to non-binary individuals too, it had said. In that 2014 case, the court had also noted that a transgender person's right to decide their self-identified gender is also upheld, and the central and state governments were directed to grant them legal recognition of their gender identity as a male, female, or as a third gender. Apart from this, the High Court relied on the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019, which provides for the protection of transgender rights and seeks to eliminate discrimination against the transgender community in public and private places. The Act also establishes a mechanism for legal recognition of transgenders' gender identity by issuance of certificates through the district magistrate or the DM, which in turn affirms the right of every transgender person to their self-perceived identity. And that brings us to an end of today's segment. For more legal updates, keep watching The Print with me, Khadija Khan.